Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that... Hey Kyouji, wait, they won't love you like I love you. Wait, they won't love you like I love you. Maps. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Oh, you will see the final product. Oh, don't mind me, I was trying to unlock, don't mind that, I was trying to unlock, the, 10 route, but I got bored and decided to do something else. There was a lot that I tried to do last night. Oh, shit, did I forget to... Alright. I'm jolted awake by the sound of earthquakes and thunderstorms. I don't want to die! Looking around me, I see everything exactly the way I left it. Just a nightmare. I flop back onto my bed. It's weird, I used to live in this town. But lately I've been having a hard time sleeping. Perhaps it's the stress of everything? It isn't very often I sleep somewhere that isn't my bed in Osaka. The sound reverberates throughout the room once again. What the hell? I stand up to investigate the source. Aha!
It's time to drink water.
Tapping against my window, there's a huge cicada that's trying to get inside.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
These things scare the crap out of me, but right now I'm pretty pissed. I quickly open the window and swat it away. Get out of here! It flies away as if nothing happened. Booyah! I strike a victory pose. In your face, nature! You may try, but killing Nishimura the Magnificent is gonna take more work than that! With a smile on my face, I return to bed. It's no use. The damage is done. I can't go back to sleep after that. Ah! I carefully slip into the hall, trying not to make too much noise. Just gonna head for the bathroom and... Well, look who decided to join us this morning. Hiroyuki? Is that you? With a face flushed red, I walk into the living room to greet my grandparents. Good morning, Grandma and Grandpa. What is you up this early? I figured all the excitement would tire you out. It's 5:30, dear. I'm just about to start cooking breakfast. I couldn't sleep. A cicada ran in my window and woke me up. I see. Well, I remember when I was your age. Grandpa scratches under his scraggly beard. There were so many girls wanting me, I hardly had time for myself, let alone sleep. Grandma shoots him a death glare. I just shrug my shoulders. Regardless, it's rare for a kid your age to be up this early. Leave the boy alone. I'm sure Hiroyuki has plenty on his mind. Grandma gets up from her seat and walks into the kitchen. Do you need any help? No. I have everything I need already prepared. Oh. I lean against the wall. Can't sleep, but I don't want to sit around bored until food's ready. You should take a walk, Hiroyuki. Grandpa winks at me. Nothing wrong with a little exercise, you hear? I roll my eyes. You just want me out of the house, don't you? How disrespectful! I'm taken aback by his response. Sorry! You're right, I guess it's better than sitting around doing nothing. That's what I thought I heard! He sinks back down into his chair with a satisfied smile on his face. Like father, like son. Whatever, I could use the time to think. And that is how we died. After visiting the bathroom, I return to my bedroom and get dressed for my early morning walk. The sun is barely rising, leaving everything I see framed by a gentle light. Traveling along these old country roads from my childhood, I feel something in the pit of my stomach. Is it nostalgia? I mean, I guess it could be. It hardly seems right to describe this one, though, since I've been feeling nostalgia my whole time here. No. Perhaps it's regret? Seeing how everything's changed while I've been gone. Oh, hi! Why are you doing that? Come here. Come here, you little weirdo. Seeing how everything's changed while I've gone. My cat. It was. How life seems to move on, whether or not you're there to see it. Oh. I finally understand. Usually someone would say the realization hits them like a truck. But for me, it's just there. Kitty cam. Nah. A low, mournful pang of desire that I've tried to ignore for so long. Thought I'd be able to get over it now that I'm back in Minasato, but even now I can see that it was just a fairy tale. No. This feeling I have, I'm not going to disclose that information. That is private information. This feeling I have, I guess I'd call it loneliness. Ah! I breathe out a long sigh while kicking a rock along the road with me. At least the temperature is cooler this morning than it's been during the last few days. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm catching a slight breeze right now. If it wasn't for this feeling, it'd probably be quite nice. Hang on, he's gonna destroy my fucking trash can. Come here. Come here. Nope. You asked for this. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the kitty cam. Alright, kitty cam. Where is it? It's right here. Here he is. What are you doing? What are you doing? Here he is. Do you have anything you'd like to say to everyone? Hmm? What do you... No, no, no. Bye. What do you... Oh, bye. What, are you that desperate for attention? What, mister? I turned down a road I rarely went down as a kid. I never really knew anyone who lived here, so I tended to avoid it. Still, I didn't realize how many people still live here. Off in the distance, I see someone running in this direction. They seem to be throwing things at doors as they run by. Do you want out? Do you want out? Come on, I'll let you out. Come on. Come on. You want out? I'll let you out. Come on. Be free, young one. Be free. Freedom! They seem to be throwing things at doors as they run by. I have no idea what they're doing. It's too early for most people to be awake, so if they're dangerous, there won't be many around to help me. What should we do? We are going to continue walking. I shake my head. Nah, this is Minasato. The most dangerous thing we have here is the river. I'll just keep walking casually. The running footsteps get louder. As the person approaches, I'm finally able to get a good look at them. Huh? Kyouji? Hero, what are you doing out here? I look off to the side with a slight smile. Glad to see you're not a serial killer. I guess I'm taking a walk. This early? I look back at him and try to be more genuine with my expression. I couldn't sleep. I see. Seems a bit nervous. I wonder why. And how are you? It's pretty early, like you said. He glances side to side, seeming to consider his next words carefully. Well, no sense in hiding it anymore. I took a job at the beginning of summer running the town's newspaper route. Oh, so those things you're throwing are newspapers? Mm-hmm. He nods in affirmation. That's pretty weird, dude. My grandpa just got finished pointing out how rare it is for someone our age to be up at this time, and yet it seems you got up even earlier than me. Is that so? Yeah, you and I should be sleeping in. It's summer vacation after all. He stares at me for a moment, then... I suppose that's true. You said you weren't able to sleep? Yeah. I can sympathize. I haven't slept well in years! Remember what I said about being a light sleeper yesterday? Oh yeah. I wasn't kidding around. I see. This job helps keep me occupied. Plus, when I run, it keeps me in shape. It sounds like you have this whole insomnia thing figured out. He merely shrugs his shoulders in response. Do you mind if I follow you? I could use something like this to occupy my morning, too. Are you sure you know what you're getting into, Hiroyuki? I usually run this route. Are you going to be able to keep up? He says that with a wink. Or at least what I believe is a wink. I can never tell with Kyouji's eyes. Is that a challenge? Put my fist out in front of me. Bring it on, Kyouji! This is perfect running temperature! Indeed! He has a big smile on his face. I can't help but smile back. And before I have a chance to react, he's already off running down the road. Hey, wait up! And this is how we die. I need to stop! I nearly collapsed to the ground after running with Kyouji. It's never good. It's never good to come to a complete stop, hero. Monitor your breathing and walk slowly. How the hell do you athletes do this? It's all experience. You get used to it. Here, take my hand. Kyouji reaches out to me, probably expecting me to grab on. Control your ego, Hiroyuki. When your physical health is worse than your mental health. Okay, that is relatable. Raj, that right there is relatable. I don't think it should be, but it is. Said I am actually physically active somewhat. Also, welcome. Hiya, welcome. Good to see you. There you go, back on your feet. Thanks. I'm proud of you for sticking with me. I know it burns right now, but come tomorrow you're gonna feel like a new man. If you say so. It's never a bad thing to exercise. I find it keeps me fresh and focused. Kyouji talking about exercise only brings my attention to how much I let myself go over the years. Solution for the problem, effort, no thanks. Yeah, I don't, actually I am, try to put in a little effort. Come on, I have just one last paper to deliver. Oh, hi, welcome. I follow behind Kyouji a bit more, taking his advice. I slowly breathe in and out, trying to stay in control. Don't overdo it or hyperventilate.
Why does everything have to be so complicated?
Kyouji laughs out loud while throwing a newspaper at a familiar door. Wait a sec. That's right. I saved the last newspaper for your grandparents. He stands there looking proud with his hands on his hips. Or you could just do what I do. I don't know if it counts as exercise, but like every day I try to go on at least two walks through nature. It's like, I know it's good for your mental health. I'm not sure how good it is for your physical health, but like, I mean, the route that I take is like through back roads and up a hill. Sometimes I run, but mostly I just walk. It's great. Just start off slow and gradually build yourself up. I'm trying to convert it from walking to running. He stands there looking proud with his hands on his hips. A combination of a pep in my step and calmly, and usually around an hour. Just for one, but it can vary. Sometimes I extend it, sometimes I stick with it, but usually it's like an hour per walk. He stands there looking proud with his hands on his hips. Congratulations, hero! You made it through half my paper route and lived to tell the tale. If I wasn't so dead on my feet, I'd punch you in the shoulder. He claps his hands together and smiles. Really, though. Thanks for keeping me company this morning. This is the first time I've ever had anyone join me on my run. His voice shows true sincerity. Don't mention it. With my final breath finally in check, I rub behind my head in embarrassment. I should head back. I'm sure Mr. Aichi is waiting for my return. Mr. Aichi? He is my boss. If you'd like, I can introduce you to him sometime. I don't know why, but the name Aichi sounds very familiar to me. I'm sure that'd be fun. Can't imagine meeting someone like that would be particularly exciting, but who knows? Thanks again, hero. I'll see you soon. Bye, Kyouji. He slowly walks up the road heading towards town. Huh. There's something in the way he's walking. Something that makes him seem almost lonely. I'm home. I place the newspaper I picked up outside on the nearby table. Hear my grandmother call out from the kitchen. Just in time, dear. Breakfast is ready. A thick, warm aroma fills the house. Great, I'm starving. I finish up the last of my rice before working on the fish. You always make the best breakfast, Grandma. That's why I married her. Once again, Grandma stares at Grandpa with venom in her eyes. Thank you, dear. She carefully plucks a bit of rice with her chopsticks. How's your mother doing? Does she still use my recipes? Be careful, boy, you'll feed her ego too much. Yeah, she's doing fine. With Dad's job at the investment firm, she's able to take it easier than before. When I was a kid, it was pretty rare to see both of my parents at the same time. They had opposing schedules. Dad used to work with a small company in Kazunari before they got swallowed up by a bigger one in Osaka. Mom worked at one of the supermarkets there, too. She was close to becoming a manager before we had to move. She's been working at a clothing store. I point at my shirt. That's where I got this bad boy. I let my tail gently swish around behind me. I've always loved this shirt. How about your father? Grandpa sits proudly with a grin. I'm sure my son's doing well. Yeah. He's trying his best, but work has been stressing him out lately. We haven't seen him that much this year since they keep making him work longer hours. I'm so proud of him. That's not something to be proud of. Like, from what I understand, work culture in Japan is a lot different from here in the US. But, like, that's a one-way ticket to burnout, I'm pretty sure. So proud of him. He brings honor to the Nishimura name. Grandpa slowly sips from his cup of tea. Grandma, on the other hand, looks somewhat concerned. Is that it, dear? I nod. I love my father, but he hasn't been the same since we moved. I'm not going to tell his parents that, though. She continues to stare at me. Oh! Then something hits her out of nowhere. Almost forgot, silly me. Your friend Shunko Dori called earlier wanting to know if you were available. Really? That's weird for him to call this early. I told him you were on a walk and would call back. Ah, the myriad of reasons why Shun would call crossed through my mind. It all settles on one thing. Video games. Yeah, I bet he wants to play video games all day with me. Ugh. Thanks for telling me. I'll give him a call when I get the chance. I consider my options while finishing up breakfast. I lay down in my room staring at the ceiling. Feels so good to rest after that walk. I snap myself awake. Wake up, dummy! The day's just begun and I'm already falling asleep. Ah, curse that stupid cicada. I can't decide how comfy the bed feels right now, though. I haven't called Shun yet either. But he only wants to play video games so he can show me how much better he is at them. Can't say I'm too excited to get my ass handed to me. I could always just say Grandma forgot to tell me. You know how old people are. Then I could stay here a little longer and get some actual rest. But, ugh. This is Shun we're talking about. He's been really excited to play video games with me. It's kind of rude to blow him off like this. Well, we already did the Kyouji event for the day, so I'm gonna put up a little thing. Put up a poll. Yeah, he might murder us. I like the poll feature. I love the poll feature. Yeah, he might stab us to death. I mean, could we take him in a fight? I mean, we have our fists. We are physically stronger than him. But at the same time, he has a knife. And you should never, ever use your fists in a knife fight. Democracy is overrated, so rig it. Pretty much. But no, that is a genuine thought. Think about it for a second. Alright, we're sleeping. Sorry, Shun, you can murder us later. Nah, it can wait. Sleep is more important. Especially when it gets interrupted by stupid insects. Sorry, Shun. With my conscience clear, I allow myself to fully relax in my bed. I'll only be out a few minutes. I'll call him when I'm done. I awaken a short time later. I stretch out, feeling refreshed. That felt good. I slowly get up from my bed, then check my phone. No way, it can't be noon already! I scramble out into the hall. Looking around, it seems the house is empty besides me. I can't believe I slept in almost 6 hours! That's a new level of lazy, even for me. While heading back towards my room, I notice a small slip of paper sitting on a nearby table. And Kazunari be back this afternoon, lunch is in the kitchen. That's Grandpa's handwriting. Yeesh, looks like I was so dead asleep they didn't even bother trying to wake me up. My eyes fall on the phone right next to it. It's kind of late to call him back now, but I feel obligated.
Kodori residence, this is Shun.
Hi, Shun, it's Hiroyuki.
It's good to hear from you. I was worried your grandma forgot to tell you.
Yeah. I scratch behind my ear.
Did you sleep in or something?
Yep, totally. Oh boy, this is awkward.
That's okay. I'm sure you're tired with all the sensory overload, huh?
I guess you can put it that way. So what's up?
Oh, I called earlier because I wanted to know if you're interested in playing this game.
Aha! I knew it! Sorry, man, I'm not feeling up to it right now.
Don't worry about it. We already started, and it's kind of hard to bring someone else in afterward.
That's too bad. Well, at least he's not angry. Well, good luck with your... It suddenly hits me. Wait a sec, what do you mean, we?
Can't talk, everyone's waiting for me to get back to the table. I'll see you later, hero.
But... Yeah, just like that, he hangs up the phone. I place ours back on the receiver. Huh. Did I just miss out on something? Yes, you did. With my tail hanging down, I walk into the kitchen. True to their word, my grandparents left something for me to eat on the table. I half-heartedly slam it down and decide to continue my walk from this morning. My feet carry me downtown. Luckily, it's not as hot as it's been the past few days. Either that or I'm getting used to this crazy Minasato weather. As I aimlessly wander down the street, my eyes dart around me. There's the occasional villager going about their business, but in general, it's as quiet as it's been since I arrived. Seems a sleepy town managed to get sleepier over the years. I breathe in the warm country air. Ah. Ow. With Shun's game off the table and Grandma not leaving me any chores to do, I'm left with practically nothing interesting to do for the day. I guess I could hang out in the park for a bit. That's usually pretty fun. Plus, there's always the chance I'll find somebody I know there. Or my mind wanders to someone I haven't seen a whole lot yet. It's strange Konosuke and I aren't running into each other. When we were kids, we were always hanging out. Reading manga, browsing websites, watching television. Man, the good old days feel like they were forever ago now. I should pay him a visit for old time's sake. Are we going to the park or my husband's house? I don't know the events. I'm sorry, my love. I make my decision and turn down a small alley. At this point, I've familiarized myself with Minasato's layout enough that all these old shortcuts I used to know as a kid have come back to me. I'm so sorry, my love. It really is a beautiful day today. There are enough clouds in the sky to block the worst of the sun's rays. On top of that, the breeze is cool enough to keep me from sweating, which is always nice. Why can't every day be like this? I smiled to myself as I walked down a familiar path into the Minasato Park. I remember spending so many days here as a kid. Eh? That's weird. Why are there so many people gathered near the gazebo? Should I take a closer look? They might be doing something interesting. I make up my mind and start walking towards the group. Mr. Akagane? I haven't seen him since I moved away. Can't believe my old teacher is still around. Wait a second. What's Kuya doing here? I take another look at the group that's gathered. Oh, it's a bunch of elementary school kids. Is Mr. Akagane having a... Yo, Hiroyuki. What voice should I give Mr. Akagane? You know, our teacher. How good am I at quick time events? Horrible at them. I'm horrible at quick time events, but I can try. It's the magical power of cheating. I want to give him the gayest voice possible. I want to give him the fucking Orlando voice. The Orlando Noble voice. But I don't think that'd fit his character unless I'm looking for comedic, which I am. Or the Festin voice. That's the Orlando Noble voice. The Rofi voice is the Orlando Noble voice. I reuse a lot of voices because it's fun. And because I'm not original. At all. Half these voices I came up with like a year ago. Reserve the Orlando voice for someone else. That's the Rofi voice. Ah, excellent timing. I'm gonna try out a bunch of voices, see if it works. Ah, excellent timing. Ah, excellent timing. Ah, excellent timing. Ah, excellent timing. I'm just gonna let you decide what voice I do because I genuinely do not know. Okay. Rofi. Festin. Mickey Mouse. You know what? Not Shin. Not Kuya. Shin. Alright, I'll just let you all decide what voice I do because I genuinely don't know. Uh-huh. Excellent timing. Uh-huh. No, that does not work at all. I thought the Mickey Mouse voice might work, but it doesn't. Alright, we're doing the Juichi voice. Excellent timing. My old teacher calls out to me and waves for me to join them under the gazebo. Oh boy, this can't be good. Better not keep them waiting, I guess. I heard you're back in Minasato, Nishimura. It's good to see you again. It's good to see you too, Mr. Akagane. I'm glad you're here, Hiro. We needed someone else to fill in for Tatsuki. What do you mean, fill in? I can feel the eyes of all the little kids falling upon me. We're putting out a little presentation for my new students. It's something I started doing the year after you moved away. Oh, really? I'm playing the guitar for it today. Kuya holds up the instrument strapped around his shoulders. Tatsuki was going to perform a dance for this, but he unfortunately had to cancel on us. Yeah, I think I sympathize. So many eyes! I could feel myself breaking into a cold sweat. This isn't fair. I came here to have a nice, quiet walk in the park. I didn't expect to be put on the spot like this. turn around to look at the crowd of kids gathered. Ugh. Yep, there's definitely a lot of children. I see a miniature version of Kunosuke, most likely his brother Yukiharu. I guess I must be... Hiroyuki!
Eh?
Did you catch all that? What? The instructions. Mr. Akagane just got finished saying what he needs you to do. He what? I look around again. Mr. Akagane is busy pulling some papers out of a nearby briefcase. You spaced out again, didn't you? Crap! Well, there's no backing out now, bro. You're just as committed to this as I am. But Nuh-uh! I am not doing this alone. If you don't stick around, I'll have to get revenge on you later. Here's Kuya and his persuasiveness again. How can I say no to that? Fine, can you tell me what I have to do again? Sure. Mr. Akagane is going to read a story to the kids while I play the background music. You need to dance something appropriate for what's being told in the story. How do I know what kind of dance I should do? If there are 3 characters in the story, a crane, a rabbit, and a turtle. Each one has parts in the story where they shine. All you need to do is dance like the character when it's their turn. Okay. I don't know any dances for them, though. Guess you need to improvise. Damn it! This is gonna be so embarrassing. Kuya walks off to the side of the gazebo and prepares his guitar. Meanwhile, Mr. Akagane sets up a podium nearby and clears his throat. Thank you for being here so bright and early, students. Unfortunately, our friend Tatsuki wasn't able to make it here today, but luckily we managed to find a replacement. Please welcome another one of my old students, Hiroyuki Nishimura. Hi. There's a faint clapping noise coming from the crowd of kids. I'm more distracted by Kuya snickering behind me. Shut the fuck up, Kuya. I bet my face is turning red. I just know it. I don't know. It can't be as bad as reenacting the fucking Lucky Charms commercial in front of like 50 people into a microphone. At least this was before I got used to the sound of my own voice. Can we start, Mr. Akagane? So enthusiastic. That's what I love to see. It makes me proud as a teacher when my students join in on welcoming the next generation. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
This can't get any worse.
Let's not waste any more time. I would like to present to you our little performance of a story called The Crane, the Rabbit, and the Turtle. Original. Kuya's still snickering to himself behind me. I will shove that guitar up your ass, Kuya! Horizontally! All he has to do is play his guitar. He's not standing here about to make a fool of himself. He owes me big time for this. We can start when you're ready, boys. You got it, Mr. Akagane. Ugh. Behind me, Kuya begins counting down. 3, 2, 1. Please. Oh no. No! 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 We're gonna die. We can't cheat. We can't cheat. Kuya, if you fuck us up, I am going to shove that guitar up your ass. Once upon a time, there were 3 farmers. A crane who liked to grow rice, a rabbit who liked to grow carrots, and a turtle who liked to grow tomatoes. I hope you're ready for this, hero. Here it comes. Yeah, shit. Okay. Nice dance, bro. Shut the fuck up. You ask the other 2 if they'd like to work together. There you go, you've got this. An agreement was made between the 3 farmers. Unfortunately, one of them was in it only for himself. Ooh, nice moves. That's very interpretive. Shut up. Maybe this isn't so bad after all. In spite of how I was feeling earlier, I start getting into the whole dancing thing. That's the spirit, Nishimura. Eventually, I start losing myself in the motions. Who knew dancing in front of a bunch of kids could be so liberating? Hero? Hoo-yeah! Nice moves, Hiroyuki. My husband is here. Oh, I'm gonna go die now. Does anyone have a shovel I can borrow so I can dig a hole and die in it? Nice moves, Hiroyuki. I'm broken from my trance by the sound of a camera shutter. I can't wait to show this to the others. Wait a second! Konosuke! The chubby Tanuki sprints off in the other direction. I stop my dance and turn around. I tried to warn you, but... Keep dancing, bro. We're almost finished. I sigh in despair. Guess there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. After his apology, the three went back to being good friends. Keep it up. This is so embarrassing. Can't believe how into it I got earlier. It took a lot of hard work, but through the power of friendship, the day was saved. The three learned that as long as you work together, nothing is impossible. There you go. That's the hardest one to get right. Maybe I should consider becoming a dancer. And that's the story of the crane, the rabbit, and the turtle. I hope you learned something about the importance of friendship and teamwork. I hunch over and grip my knees. Ooh, dancing is hard work. Good job, Hiroyuki. That was better than I can do. In front of me, the crowd of children burst into applause. Yay! Yeah, that was amazing! You did good, hero. I scratched behind my head in embarrassment. Who's that in the distance? That's funny. He looks just like... Before I can finish my thought, the man disappears down the road. Oh god, I just remembered something. I'm gonna tell an embarrassing story. It was during a fundraiser for a local organization once. This was years ago. One of the things they were doing was selling hot dogs. My fat gay ass got a bright idea. Let's scream something absolutely absurd. So I go up and scream at the top of my lungs, quote, "Who wants hot dogs? Stop your time wasting and come get some tube-shaped bacon." A friend was passing by, and I wanted to die. The end. Huh. Thank you so much for doing this, Nishimura. We would have been in trouble if you hadn't come along. It was nothing, sir. What's this? Why are you being so modest? You just finished dancing for a bunch of elementary school kids. That's the most shameless thing you can do. Shut up! I need to escort everyone back to their homes. Thank you again for your help. I really appreciate it. Bye, Mr. Akagane. I take a seat on a bench under the gazebo while Mr. Akagane gathers up the kids. This took quite a lot out of me. No. I shouted, "Stop your time wasting if you want tube-shaped bacon." That thought comes back into my head. That moment pops back into my head. Like, at least every other year. At least every other year, I'm reminded of the fact that I shouted at the road, which across the road is a somewhat busy business, tube-shaped bacon. I still hate myself for that. Tube-shaped bacon. Hey. I was only closing my eyes for a second, I swear! I just wanted to say thanks. I would have been the one dancing if you hadn't shown up. Eh? Thanks for being the fall guy. Don't worry about it, Kuya. I was, having a lot of fun until Konosuke showed up. Leave it to that twerp to make things awkward, huh? Yeah. I'll take care of that later. Nah, I got over that. I just want to put this out there. I may overreact to shit like that, like, fucking up my words, whatnot. I may overreact to it, but genuinely, I have zero issues with it. I have zero issues with you reminding me. I may overreact and say that those are fighting words, but I genuinely have zero issues with it. I'll take care of that later. What are you... Are you seriously going to ask that? Pfft. I start laughing. He never turns off the charm, does he? Looks like Mr. Akagane owes both of us a favor now. Why did you go through with this in the first place? I was hoping I could use this as leverage later to let my band use the school gym as a practice space. Oh, you don't have that set up already? Well, we have a few places, but nothing permanent. I know they're not fighting words. It's nice to have a backup plan in case any of those don't work out, you know? Makes sense. Anyway, I feel like I should treat you to something after that. You want me to buy you some ice cream at the candy store? Wow. There may be a nice breeze today, but it's still summer. I can feel the heat rising up from beneath my shirt. That sounds amazing! Cool. Maybe you can tell me where you learned those slick dance moves. Hey, stop making fun of me! Lightly nudge him on the shoulder. You know you love it. He's not wrong. Looking into his eyes right now, I feel a sense of comfort I haven't felt in 5 years. At this point, it's fairly late in the afternoon. Kuya leads me to the candy store. Not much is said between us, though it's clearly written on Kuya's face he enjoys this quiet moment of respite. Before we get a chance to really talk, he says he's got something else he needs to do. Even though I wanted to spend more time with him, I let him go, seeing as it's close to the time my grandparents said they'd be back from Kazanari. Throw the remnants of my special ice cream award away, and journey back home. Are we taking Tora's hand? I slowly reach up and grab on. A nostalgic sense of warmth travels from my hand and sends tingles throughout my entire body. Sand feels so soft. In an instant, I'm lifted up to my feet. Whoa! Caught up in my thoughts, I don't expect the sudden movement and end up stumbling forward. I close my eyes expecting to fall. However, all I end up feeling is Tora's muscular chest. Hey, I gotcha! My eyes open and I find myself pressed against him. I'm at a loss for words. No, I didn't know you felt that way, Hiroyuki. I blink at him in confusion. Eh? The tiger's grin widens. Well, it seems you've fallen for me. I guess I'm just that big of a stud. My cheeks go red and I clench my teeth. Embarrassed, I give his left arm a good-natured punch. Eh! What the hell? Still blushing, I look away from him and shaking my head. Dumbass. Yup, still as unapologetic as ever. So, what is this thing you wanted to show me? Oh. I wait for Tor to explain what he wants to show me. He seems to stall, which only makes me impatient. I begin to get even more annoyed at his hesitation, especially when I'm blasted by more of Minasato's hot summer breeze. You know what, Tora? I might just give it a pass today. What? Why? I breathe out an annoyed sigh while he stares at me, a pleading look on his face. Well, for starters, you called me out here and then scared the living daylights out of me. Oof. Tora gives a pitiful whimper at my scolding. I feel almost guilty until I remember my frustration with him. Second, I've got a long list of errands I need to do for Grandma. At this point, I'm acutely aware of the heat beating down on my head. Lastly, it's just way too hot to do anything. Sorry, Tora. I lower my glance to the ground and turn away. As I take a step, I'm suddenly stopped as Torihiko calls out. Please wait, Hiroyuki. I promise this will be worth it. I glance over my shoulder and see the tiger looking at me, his pleading expression seemingly desperate. A bead of sweat rolls down my face. It only serves to make up my mind. Slowly, I shake my head. Sorry, Tora, I'm just not in the mood for this today. He hangs his head, looking even more pitiful than before. It actually hurts a hell of a lot to see him like this, but I have other things I need to do. I can't just sit around waiting for him to decide he's ready to talk. Dude. I turn my gaze forward and give a sigh. I raise my right hand, waving goodbye. So this one, huh? As I leave him behind, I hear what sounds like sniffles. Same guilty feeling returns, but I dismiss it. He needs to learn I'm not going to wait forever. I didn't just come back for his entertainment, after all. He's not making this easy, though. I think for Kyouji's event, we have to go to the candy shop. Take a shortcut down an alley and end up right in front of the old candy store. Everything about it just screams nostalgia to me. It just fits perfectly with the small town image Minasato has. Huh, I think places like these would be pretty popular in big cities like Osaka. Reminisce about home and how few stores there feel authentic, genuine. I guess some things you can't replicate. Minasato, the candy store, used to be one of the hangouts for my group of friends. Speaking of which, I wrap around one of the aisles and come face to face with 3 of them. Oh, Hiroyuki. How's it going, Hiro? Yo. Funny running into so many of my friends here. And to think, I walked into the candy store on a whim. Hey guys, what are you all doing here? I think we all have the same idea. When it gets this hot outside, we always find ourselves at the candy store. Just like when we were kids. It sort of became a group tradition after you left. Huh. Some things never change, I guess. We're keeping the spirit alive in a sense. It's not like there are that many kids left in Minasato. Yeah, I think it's just my little brother and a few of his friends now. That's not enough to keep a place like this running. That's too bad. Perhaps what keeps other customers away is the fact that there are so many high school students around all the time. It makes it a bit unapproachable for younger kids, don't you think? Yeah, Kuya, control yourself. Yeah. What the hell are you pointing at me for? You have scary eyes, you big bad wolf. They probably think you're gonna murder them or something. First off, I'm a husky. Get it right. Second, watch your ass, Kuri, or I'm gonna shove my foot up it. Kuya, you better leave my husband alone. His ass is mine. Wait, what? Relax, Kuya. I'm just... Ow! Ah! Sorry, I'll shut up now. Ow! I said sorry already. Jeez. Let go of my head. I smile at the group. Are you sure about us being high schoolers, Kyouji? Looks like we're still acting the way we did when we were younger. Just in bigger bodies. I came here for a snack. Any suggestions? We break off and start looking through the shelves. From small snack bags to candy bacon, I'm greeted by many classic old treats. So many choices, so little time. I walk past the front counter and notice there's more stuff below the register. Whoa, jackpot! I pick one of them up from the display. Attached to the spherical head of a character, there's a color-changing bag. That are some of the most delicious fried snacks you can get in Japan. I think they're called umaibo? I get these all the time from the corner markets in Osaka. I grab a handful of my favorite flavor and pay the clerk. Thank you, come again! I walk outside with the bag in my hand. Off to the side, and notice some of my friends have gathered near the window looking in. What did you get, Hiro? I bought some umaibo sticks. Hi, welcome. Ooh, great choice. What flavor? There's only one answer. It's salad. Nah, I'm thinking it's probably cheese. What are you two talking about? Everyone knows the best flavor is takoyaki. 3 of them shoot rapid-fire responses at each other. Are you guys seriously arguing over what flavor I bought? What's wrong with that? You just like playing the guessing game. Suddenly gets theatrical in his gestures. Don't tell me the great Hiroyuki Nishimura has been tamed by the concrete jungle. Yeah, we're just having fun, Hiro. It's sad you're such a killjoy now. You're not even a shadow of what you used to be. That's enough! I'm still hip, I can play along. What is this, hazing? Oh no, nothing of the sort. We're just teasing you, Hiro. Yeah, no need to get all butthurt about it. I'm not butthurt. So what flavor did you get? It's cheese, isn't it? No, wait, I told you it's salad. Nobody in their right mind would get anything other than takoyaki. I'm not gonna lie, I like all the flavors. It's hard to say which is better. I'm sorry, my love. Actually, Kyoji's right. I like the cheese flavor best. Huh? Excellent! He claps both his hands together and smiles. I had a feeling you like cheese, Hiro! Yeah, cheese in general is pretty great. It's like the base for all food snacks. It's so simple, yet it's useful in all sorts of recipes. As the two of us discuss cheese, I feel disappointed glares coming from my other 2 friends. They seem to be rendered speechless at my choice. Come on, guys, it's not like it's the end of the world or anything. No! No, he's mine. Never mind. Then let me treat you for today. How about we eat over there together? Okay, sure, thanks. I'm just kidding. Be sure to bring him back in one piece. I love him to death, but like, don't do anything to him. Kyouji and I walk over to a bench across the street while Kuya and Konosuke continue watching us in awe. What's up with them? Would you like some of the chocolates I bought? Hear Kyouji speak, but I'm too distracted by the others crossing the street with sodas in their hands. Sure? Is something wrong, hero? Kuya and Konosuke are coming over. They look kinda mad. Oh, let me deal with this. Kyouji jumps off the bench in a hurry and intercepts the other two. Can't quite hear what's going on, but they hand over their sodas to him and walk away in different directions. Oh. Oh! What the hell, guys? Good news, Hiroyuki. They were kind enough to buy us some sodas. Isn't that great? You three had a bet on what flavor of Umaibo I'd buy, didn't you? Is it that obvious? I nodded in annoyance. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. The three of us had a little gentleman's agreement going on. I'm listening. My foot taps against the concrete below. It was all in good fun, I swear. Don't you remember, hero? We used to do this kind of thing all the time. How about the time you and Tor had that bet on my soccer game? Oh yeah. I shouldn't be so annoyed about this. I used to make bets with Torihiko about the craziest things. At least my wager was reasonable. Tor thought those guys were going to rip you to shreds. I knew better than that, though. You're really good at soccer, Kyouji. Thanks, hero. See, no harm done, right? It's all in good fun. I guess you're right. It was pretty fun watching those two sulking off, huh? Mm-hmm. My thoughts exactly. Kyouji and I casually eat the candy we bought from the store. We take a moment to catch up with each other, but it doesn't last long. If I have any chance of finishing these errands before nightfall, I need to get on them soon. Kyouji nods in understanding, saying he's got practice he wants to do in the park today. After cleaning up, we wave to each other before heading our separate ways. It's early as hell, but my mind is elsewhere. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.